So then what happens? This is very important, right? So, in phakic IOL, to do, your anterior chamber depth should be more than 3 millimeter. If it is less than 3 millimeter, right, 3 millimeter, less than 3 millimeter, phakic IOL should not be suggested. Are you clear? Right? So if patient is, right, more than 40 years old, phakic IOL should not be suggested. Phakic IOL should not be suggested for two conditions. One is anterior chamber depth is less than 3 millimeter, or age is more than 40 years. Your phakic IOL should not be suggested, right? So refractive lens exchange, in a sense, you are removing the natural lens and placing the artificial lens. The artificial lens is not going to accommodate. So that sort of a thing should not be done for below 40 people, because of they, if you do phakic IOL, what happens? They can accommodate, right? So they don't need additional glasses to see different distance, right? So because of that, refractive lens exchange or the clear lens extraction is not advisable for below 40 years age people, right? Okay. So PRK or otherwise LASIK, what happens? The minimum optic zone diameter should be 6 millimeter. So smaller than 6 millimeter, we cannot do LASIK, we cannot do PRK, right? And larger the zone, again the amount of burning will be different. Amount of ablation will be different. Ablation means the removing the tissue, right, will be different, right? Now central corneal thickness should not be less than 470, right? Central corneal thickness should not be less than 470 to do this LASIK or a PRK, right? And final CT, central corneal thickness, should be more than 400 in PRK, and it should be more than 300 in what? LASIK, right? Should be more than 300 in LASIK. So LASIK, if it is, hyperopic patient or a astigmatic patient, you should do more than 7 millimeter optic zone diameter. So you cannot do 6 millimeter, you should do more than 7 millimeter, otherwise there will be a problem, right? And after doing LASIK surgery, or after doing PRK, or after doing any kind of a corneal refractive surgery, your K reading should not go below 34 diopter. After doing surgery, it should not go below 34 diopter, and it should not go above 49 diopter also, right? So if that happens, there will be a lot of aberration, especially coma aberration. So the patient will be suffering a lot. That you cannot correct with contact lenses, you cannot correct with glasses, right? So residual, right? So your stromal base should be at least in a LASIK 300 microns, which I say. Are you clear about this, what I'm trying to tell? Clear the lamai?
මෙතන ෆයිනල් කෝනිය thickness එක 400ට වැඩි වෙන්න බෑ කියලානේ කියන්නේ මෙතන.
Final corneal thickness එක PRK, photorefractive keratomy එකේදී හරිද මොනවද වෙන්නේ? more than 400ක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. නමුත් LASIK එකේදී 300ක් තිබුණොත් ඇති. LASIK එකේදී 300ක් තිබුණත් ඇති. නමුත් PRK එකේදී 400ට වඩා වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ.
වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ නේ.
Okay. ඔයා දැන් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? දැන් මේක මතක තියාගන්න. අනිත් එක තමයි මොනවද? post refractive surgery කරාට පස්සේ අපිට surgery කරන්න ඉස්සරම calculate කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ patient මේක කරාට පස්සේ surgery කරාට පස්සේ මෙයාගේ K reading එක 34ට වඩා පල්ලෙහාට යයිද? 34ට වඩා පල්ලෙහාට යනවා නම් එයා LASIK surgery කරන්න නැත්නම් PRK කරන්න suitable නැහැ. හරිද? 49ට වඩා උඩට යයිද? 49ට වඩා උඩට යනවා නම් හරිද? ආපහු PRK කරන්න LASIK කරන්න suitable නැහැ.
How do you know, sir? Excuse me, sir. How do you know before the surgery? Now this.
Yeah, we can. Now today I will show you how to calculate that. All this is what you are going to do before the surgery. You see the prescription, you look at the K reading, you look at the pupil size, you look at this, what I said, these factors you look at, and you calculate and tell the patient you are suitable for this kind of a surgery, you are not suitable for this kind of a surgery. If you go for this kind of surgery, there will be a problem like this for you. This thing you have to beforehand tell. After surgery kara kiwa kala badak thi na. right? So beforehand, may presentation ke main importance tamai, you have to tell the patient, right? So what kind of a, so you take this refractive error, look at the degree of refractive error, then you suggest, okay, these are the things. At one shot, you can say refract according to refractive error, what kind of a thing that is suitable. Now, for a patient who is going for, if you are advising for LASIK, whether you have to see whether LASIK, after LASIK, right? Patient's K reading will go where? After LASIK, what could be the thickness of the cornea that will be remain after the LASIK, right? If you burn this much, what will be remaining part? Flap size will be what? Bed size will be what? What should be the size of the area that the LASIK will be taking place? So you have to pre-hand, this has to be decided. You don't need any sort of an instrument for this. You know, you need few reports like corneal thickness report is necessary, K reading is necessary, right? And other things you already have in your hand, right? If you ask for a K reading, and if you ask for a, you know, right? So corneal thickness, right? So then corneal thickness also, if you roughly, you can take from the slit lamp also. So I suppose, you know, we discuss about that slit lamp also, we can roughly have an idea how to take the corneal thickness, right? Then matter of concern is, you know, right? So your most of the thing is with you to decide, you know, whether this person is suitable for LASIK or a PRK or any other refractive management. Okay. So this is how we are going to, this is what is pupillometer, and you are going to measure, and the optic zone diameter should be 1.1 into mesopic pupil. Mesopic pupil size into 1.1 should be the optic zone diameter. So very easy. If you don't have pupillometer, right? We don't have pupillometer now, right? So then automatically the other easy thing is 0.5 plus, you know, plus mesopic pupil. Mesopic pupil we can measure, and with the PD ruler even, right? And then what happens, right? So you take the, you know, 0.5 add on to that, and that should be the size of the area, you know, that LASIK or a PRK or a this refractive surgery is going to take place, right?